Hi, I'm Terry Calababa, co-founder of Enriched Life, as you can tell by the poster up there. This video is going to be very casual, and it's going to be the way it is, however it works out. So it's one of my first videos, and we're just getting things rolling out there, and it's going to be fun. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the company and what we do, and a few stories about me as we go through this video. And let's get the ball rolling. And I'm going to talk about everybody's life journeys. Another thing is it's our birthright to have an abundance of everything in life and to feel good. It's our birthright, so remember that. And that's part of being the enriched life. So it goes together. And my journey, I'm 55 years old at the present, and I want to live to 125. So that's 70 more years I've got left in my life, and some people think I'm a little crazy, but I don't really care. And I'm going to live how I live, and I'll tell you some stories as why I want to go that far. I treat my life like a football game. Every quarter equals 25 years. So the first quarter is 25, the second quarter is 25. So right now, I'm just starting the third quarter of my life, which I'm 55. And if I treat every quarter as 25 years, that gets me to 100. And then there's overtime, and that's my next 25 years. So we'll see how the overtime goes. You never know if you're going to win or lose in overtime, right? So anyway, that's my version of wanting to live a long abundance life. And it's been a fun life. It's been some ups and downs. You go through all kinds of things in your life, and you learn every time you go through something. And some of these traumatic events that happen are, very life lessons forever. One of my life lessons was when my wife Nancy got breast cancer. She was age 46. I was age 48. And we went through the cancer shit show. She had 3 surgeries, chemo, radiation. It took her 9 months to get through that, and we did it together. And we learned a lot about life at that point. You really hit the wall, right? You hit the brick wall, and you wake up and say, "Hey, what is life all about now? I'm sick. This could be it." But everything's fine. She got through all that, and she's healthy today, and so am I, way healthier because of it. And what really happened is she got sick. We got through the 9 months, and at that time my daughter Whitney was going to school in Vancouver to be a holistic nutritionist, and she got her course, and so she was getting healthy. Nancy was starting to get healthy, and it was Terry's turn to get healthy, and I was being a stubborn, closed-minded ass at that time. In the summer, I remember barbecuing and drinking beer. And I came in and I said to the two of them, I said, "You know what? I'm going to drink beer and eat my steak and enjoy every little bite of it and enjoy the moment." And that's the way it was. So that was fine. That was said. I remembered exactly how it went. And I was a closed-minded person at that time. Today, I'm totally transformed and knew I've lost 40 pounds. I used to be sick, fat, and nearly dead, and depressed and everything else. I got on the healthy train because of Whitney and Nancy had lots to do with that. She basically said, "You got to jump on the train with me, or you can go out the other door and see you later." So that helped a lot. I'm glad she did that. And so I quit drinking beer and alcohol. I started eating better, and it took me a while to, you call detox, because I've ate and drank everything I wanted to for years. And I'm so glad I did that. So thank you, Nancy and Whitney, again for helping me through that. And it was very good. Getting back to the coaching program, when I was a young kid, I always thought, I set goals for myself. I didn't write them down at that time. I always thought it when I was probably 10 years old. If I could save $1 a day, what would I have? I always wanted to get married and have kids. I always wanted to have a successful business. And I always wanted to have freedom to do what I want when I want. So I didn't really know how that was all going to take place, but it did. I barely got through grade 12. They pushed me through and pushed me out so I could get rid of that stupid kid. And so I got out on my own at 18, worked at a grocery store for a couple of years, and then I joined my father and my brother in an office job in an accounting firm and financial planning, etc. Did that for many years, but When I was 22, I got married and ended up having 4 kids quite soon with Nancy, and that was all great. And around age 30, I had this business going, had my family going, and I was struggling with, how am I going to keep this balance in my life? What do I need some help here? I didn't know where to turn, so all of a sudden I needed a coach. So I found a coaching program to join, and me and my brother joined it at the same time, and it helped me balance my life, and I've never really looked back since. And it's been great, and I've always been coached or being the coach, and I love coaching people and helping people on their life journey, because it's the way it should be. We all should have enriched lives and have an abundance of everything we want, and it's possible. And I know it's tough some days, but it's possible. And in our coach program, we have the tools and the resources to help you get to that goal of yours, whatever that might be. In our program, we have 4 life zones. We call them 4 life zones, and the very first one is the health zone. And there's 4 categories in the health zone. There's physical health, there's mental health, there's emotional health, and spiritual health. So we help you on all those 4 categories of get aware where you're at on those. And if you want some help or need some help, we will get you to feel better in those areas. The next zone is relationships. So the first relationship is with ourselves, and that's very important. We're with ourselves 24/7. We can't run away from ourselves. We're here, and our mind is going 60,000 thoughts a day. So we have to positive think with those thoughts as much as possible, and we'll help you. We have tools to do that, help you with that. Our third life zone is career and money. We all need money to survive in this world we live in, and we will help you, direct you where you need help on that part of it. Neil, my son-in-law, who I work with, is very good at that. He has another business, and he really focuses on money-making activities, online things and whatnot. And I'm the old school guy that helps you with different things in business. And then our fourth category is time, and time is so important. We have 24 hours in the day. I have 24 hours, you have 24 hours. What do you do with your day? So what we do is we assess your current day, and then we work on your ideal day. So I'm going to challenge you right now is in the next week, write down exactly what you do every day. What time you go to bed, what time you get up, what do you do during the day, where do you spend your 24 hours in your current situation, what you're doing. So do that for a week, and I challenge you to do that. And then after you've done that, really look at that 7 days that you've just finished writing down and saying, what do I want to improve on? Do I want to get more sleep? Do I want to get up earlier? Do I have to go to bed early? Do I want to spend more time with my family? Do you want to spend more time at work? Whatever the situation may be. Pencil out your ideal day. It's so important. So do your current day, do your ideal day, do it on the same page, once you get it figured out. And you just start tweaking it a little bit and say, okay, I need 15 minutes here, I need 20 minutes there, whatever the case may be. So I challenge you to do that, and that's so important. If you don't get anything else out of that video, do this, the ideal day and the current day. It works. I know it does, and I do it all the time, and I always tweak my ideal day. One more thing I want to talk about is writing down goals and visionary. Like I always wanted to get married and all these things, so I started writing these things down, and it happened. And when I was in my coaching program, I found an old book here just a while ago. I did it in 1999. And I wrote down one of my goals was to have businesses with all my kids. And at that time, I had my twins. I had twins that were only 10 years old, and I didn't have a clue what they were going to do, and they didn't know what they were going to do. But I wrote this goal down to have a business with all my kids. And today I have 3 successful businesses going with my kids and my in-laws, my son-in-laws or daughter-in-laws or whatever, and they're all doing great. And it's goals just come about. You write things down, and you find something like that, 15 years later, and say, "Oh my God, this really actually happened." I couldn't believe it. And these things manifest over time. If you write things down, they happen. I had a client text me the other day. We just had a video coaching session, and he texted me back with a picture of his 3-year goals. He wrote them out 3 years ago, And he actually got 80% of them done. He had 16 out of 20 done, and he was so proud of it. And I said, "Good for you, man." And this enriched life does work, doesn't it? He's making more money and working less and having an enriched life. So I'm so proud of him. And we all we have this gap, we call it. So we were here, and we all want to get up here. How are we going to do that? And we have this gap in there. So we at the Enriched Life will help you fast track that gap, and wherever you want to go, we can get you there, and we get you there faster. You can also make more money, and you can work less, and guaranteed on that, because it works every time we put our people through the program. That's what happens every time, and people get more clear on what they want out of life, and they get more clear on getting there faster. So it's a journey. We're all on a journey. And we want to have abundance, and we want to have a healthy, feeling good life. And remember, it's our birthright. So we're here to help you. Click on the click button to get in the program, and it'll be a great time together. And if any questions, you can email us, go on the website, whatever the case may be. Myself and Neil will be available, and we'll hope to see you on the other side, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now, and it's all about today.